Oh, I'm actually not going to talk that long tonight, but I wanted to come on here and just say that I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Over the last week, there were um, there were some things that I was worried about. I just started thinking about it, like what percentage of the things that I worry about actually ever end up coming true. That percentage is really low. It's really low. So if you're like me, and sometimes you let your mind kind of go off and, oh, what if this happens, and what am I going to do if this happens, and oh my goodness, what if that happens, and it's like, cut it out. And in the world there's like a lot of dis-ease right now, which I think adds to the worry. But dis-ease can often lead to disease, right, through stress and frustration and high blood pressure and all these other things, and a weakened immune system and from the stress. So I don't know, I was just thinking, if I'm feeling this type of unsettledness, then I'm sure other people are feeling that as well. So let's try our best not to worry, right? Let's try our best not to worry and know that everything's going to be all right. We got this. We're going to be okay. Uh, and I'm not talking to anyone specifically, but I'm talking to everyone specifically. Everything is going to be all right. The crazy thing that I've seen with my own eyes is people start worrying about one thing and they carry that worry literally for the whole day, right? And then that day turns into a week worth of worry, right? So you have that week worth of worry, and then that turns into a full month worth of the person worrying. And then if they're not careful, obviously it can turn into a year. And before you know it, you have wasted so much of your life worrying about things, something that never even materialized. And God forbid, let's say something's going to go wrong. I don't know. Let's say 6 months from now. What is your worrying about it right now going to do? It ain't going to do anything. I'm not saying that you shouldn't prepare or be proactive or try to find solutions, but what I am saying is allowing the worry to overtake your whole life. I mean, you're not winning. And just think, if you do stuff, if you think that way and you allow your mind to go that way for so many weeks or months out of your life, out of the year, just think about how that adds up over the course of your life, right? So, you know, we get to choose what we think about. It may be hard, but we do get to choose it. And we get to choose what we want to worry about. There may be some things that you're like, hey, I need to worry about this. And I get it. And that's fair enough. But just, how about this? Choose your worries. I think I like that. Yeah. Choose your worries. There were some studies done about how many negative things actually end up materializing that we worry about. And the percentage was really low. Some had it at like 10%. Some say as high as 15% of those things actually manifest. But like I said, even if it manifests, I mean, why not maximize the time that you have where that thing has not happened? Why not maximize the time that you have before it does? And 9 times out of 10 is not going to happen anyways. So, and if it does, then you're built to handle it, right? And I know you probably don't want to hear that either, but you can handle it. And if you reflect back on your life, you've probably been through way worse things than what you're thinking might happen. So you got it. And everything's going to be all right, regardless. So hopefully you found this video to be encouraging or helpful or just something to think about. If so, go ahead and like the video, hit the subscribe button, and talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Even if you disagree, that's okay too. But I believe that everything's going to be all right.